Alright, welcome to another episode of Dwarf Fortress. This is going to be the late spring of 100, and hopefully some good progress comes out of it. So first of all, I'm going to create a meeting area right here. That's going to be for people to group up and not be outside. Um, and then once that's set up, I'm going to wait for this stockpile to be done. That'll give my dwarves a little bit of work. Since they got to move all the stuff from the carriage into the storage area. Now, if all goes well, I can start work on that before Felsite is done. And this over here is going to be a general temple just for dwarves to use so they don't get too depressed. I'm going to increase the size of that there. There's hematite in there. That's going to be important. So, we're still on elevation 42, but it's still late. It's still spring. We haven't had any outside stuff going on yet. I didn't even know we had this brook here. Where are all these raw mussels? That's a lot of raw mussels. I can use that for meat. Alright, so that's the meeting area done. Oh, and it looks like they did the temple first. So I'm gonna set that up. So we're gonna do temple. Oh, there's a lot of these. Looks like the most popular right now is Zuglar, God of Lakes, Blight, and Disease, and the Lurid Creed, which is Zuglar. Alright. I guess I will start a Lurid Creed temple here. The Cathedral of Mold. A disgusting name. And I will send my manager to go approve an order for 10 beds. It should be enough to get the dwarves set up properly. So we're about halfway through the month now. And it's going well. We have hematite here. And that's going to be used full later on for making iron stuff. But in the meantime, I should work on getting nobles actually set up. I will set Asmel to also be the broker and the bookkeeper. Or no. I'm going to set Asmel Rakustfad as the record keeper. But they're going to need a study, which we don't have for them right now. So I'll set up a area for that. And I think I'm going to set up a kind of central area here. I'm going to use that. Pyrite and ruby. That's fun. And sapphire. That's extra fun. Lots of gems. So I don't know what's going to happen to these dwarves. They're probably going to die. Very unlikely that they survive. But they're part of the first generation of dwarves. So they're important. We have Recused Onolfokun, the Stonecrafter. I think he's also the I think he's the guy who just kind of runs this whole show. He's 62 years old. Wait, no, hold on. That was the wrong guy. This is the leader, 68 years old. He's an adequate organizer. He wants to be creative. He needs excitement. He wants to acquire an object. He wants to eat a good meal. He wants to fight. And he wants to be extravagant. What's his personality like? Fairly jealous, feels strong urges, and seeks short-term rewards. He likes to keep things practical without delving too deeply into the abstract. He is rarely happy or enthusiastic, and he is conflicted by this as he values parties and merrymaking in the abstract. He lives a fast-paced life. He likes a little excitement now and then. He has a greedy streak. He is somewhat fearful in the face of imminent danger. He's not inherently proud of his talents and accomplishments. When he's thinking, he has a tendency to chew on his cheek. He licks his lips when he's nervous. He dreams of mastering a skill. Alright, so we got our beds, and I'm going to set up a dormitory here. This is a lot of work we're getting done. But, fortunately, that is going to end Felsite, I think. Right about now. It's the 27th, so still a bit of time. I'm going to do some last minute planning. We need a fishery because we have a lot of fish. And probably a kitchen. And this main area is going to be important. I'm going to use that as a new meeting area. I'm going to turn the old one into a tavern, I think. I think it's a good idea. But that about ends. Yep, that ends Felsite. I will see you next time for the month of hematite. Oh, we got limonite. That's going to be used for iron. But I will see you next time for the early summer of 100.